Honestly, this is boring. Like, I don't wanna lie. This whole thing. Imagine you guys are sitting like this and I'm here. Like, what's this?
Because you have to get to this point.
What's this? Imagine you guys, literally, you guys are looking at me. I'm chilling here. We're discussing this. It's like I'm in court now.
I feel like you're trying to play a game. Personally, I just feel very used, very insulted.
So special thanks to Ebuka. Otherwise, last night would probably never have happened because the housemates know what to do, but then they refuse to do it. I'm talking about having those pertinent conversations that would literally expose their shenanigans in the house. So Ebuka exposing the housemates by himself, oh my God, it literally sets the tone of how last night's conversations will pan out. And in a way, I think it has also kind of set the tone for the drama of this new week. Ladies and gentlemen, last night was a night of confrontations, a night of, should I call it peaceful resolutions? Probably. It was also a night of self-realization. Yeah, some of the housemates realized that they had actually been played for a fool in the past weeks, specifically referring to Khosi's confrontation with Yemi and Blackboi and Marvin's confrontation with Blueaiva. Guys, I've already done a video about Khosi's conversation with Yemi, so if you missed out on that video, please go ahead and check it out after watching this one. But on this video, we're going to be focusing on the conversation between Blackboi, Marvin and Blueaiva. Guys, it was a very interesting conversation and I cannot wait for us to dive into it. All right, but before we get into it, first off, you are especially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory and I am the girl with the T. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a new subscriber, you are especially welcome back. So this conversation with Blueaiva first started with Marvin outside in the laundry area. It was raining and Marvin needed clarity. I think in fact the guy was feeling dumbfounded. He found it unbelievable that a 22-year-old could actually play him for a fool.
My conversations with you guys, each of you guys is different, right? Like everyone of you it's not the same thing because I don't feel the same way with each and every one of you.
I mean, he found it unbelievable that a 22-year-old, a female for that matter, would play him that way, would play him for a fool. And so he had gone ahead to meet Blueaiva and had told her that, listen, he was done with her games. He was no longer going to be a part of her entanglement, a square, right? Because he had discovered that, oh, whatever she was saying to him was the same thing that she was saying to Blackboi, you know, which he found ridiculous. For him, it was not really fair because he actually felt like they had a genuine connection. Now, Blueaiva, on the other hand, kept on acting like she did not understand what he was talking about. She kept on acting naive, kept on acting like she had selective amnesia, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you're playing games.
I'm not playing games. Marvin, I'm not playing any games. You guys should stop saying I'm playing games.
So
these are the feelings we're talking about. Yeah, you guys should.
What are you guys?
Huh?
What are you guys?
Because Blackboi is saying the same thing.
So every time Marvin would say, oh, your game, she'd say, what game? I don't understand what you're talking about. So Marvin had to fire the ultimate question. Okay, fine. If you were to choose between the three of us, Yemi, Blackboi, and myself, who would you pick? And that was where she used the line that a lot of men use when they are cheating on women.
I can't say, I love him, I love Marvin, no, I'm not going to do that. I know what I want. I know what I want.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure. I know what I want.
Guys, no shade to you gentlemen out there, but I'm sorry, I've heard this line too many times to not recognize it. She said that no, I cannot choose because each of you have your own unique personality. Each of you is different. We have different conversations. I have different conversations with each of you. Guys, Marvin looked at her and said, you're good. I mean, the thing just dawned on him like, boom, this girl is an expert player. at 22. So the guy was so, like, he was dumbfounded. He was dumbfounded. But then he told her outrightly that, listen, I'm done. I cannot continue doing this, you know, making me look like a fool and all whatnot. But Blueaiva was still insisting to him that, listen, I'm not going to stop flirting with you. I'm not going to change my ways with you. I'm sorry, the same way I've been with you, that's the way I'm going to continue being with you. And guys, we understand what she means. Blueaiva flirts like crazy with Marvin. The way she flirts with him, she even goes as far as grabbing his mandingo. Yeah, that's how much she flirts with him. And he was indirectly pleading with her that, listen, I'm trying to get myself out of this, so I would appreciate if you do not, you know, do that with me anymore. I just want to clear myself out of this whole mess. And she was saying, I'm sorry, I cannot. At some point, she even said, you know what, okay, let's have a conversation. And he was like, oh, so if I take you now to Blackboi and Yemi, you will tell us to our face that you've not been telling us the same thing. And she said yes. But then, the moment they were getting close to the kitchen door to enter the house, Blueaiva just curved and left, like she went away.
Let's go ask Blackboi now if I said the same thing. Let's go.
You want to have the talking? Come on.
I don't want drama.
There's no drama in there.
I don't want drama.
No. It's good though. Because right now, you're a side chick. So, and there's a lot going on.
Guys, it was so hilarious. Marvin, I mean, that was all Marvin needed to confirm that for real, this girl had been playing all of them for a fool. He kept on calling her, they should go inside and talk to these other guys, you know, just to confirm that, oh, she wasn't lying to him. But she kept on saying that, no, she doesn't like drama. She felt like it was unnecessary, that, you know what, it's fine. Whatever your decision is, it's fine. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to change my ways towards you. But then she also agreed to a conversation because Marvin kept on trying to convince her, kept on insisting that, listen, a conversation is the only way that we can actually clear this whole mess and even clear your name. Because at the moment, you're just a side chick. Like, guys, boom, that hit different. Marvin literally had to throw that shade at her so that it will make her realize that, listen, people don't really think good about you in this house anymore. So Marvin told her that at the moment, you're just a side chick. And that's what people in the house are thinking about you. So we need to have this conversation once and for all so that everything will be clear. And then Blueaiva said, okay, much later, they'll have the conversation. So lo and behold, they had the conversation much later, late in the night, with Marvin present, with Blackboi present, and Blueaiva present. They had that conversation in the dressing area.
What you say is boring, I don't understand. What do you mean is boring?
What's this? Imagine you guys, literally, you guys are looking at me. I'm chilling here. We're discussing this. It's like I'm in court now.
No, we're having a conversation.
Guys, that conversation in itself was very hilarious. See, of all of them, Blackboi was the most heartbroken. I mean, it was very obvious that Blueaiva had literally broken his heart. That boy was hurt. Very hurt. I mean, he was the one that kept on prolonging the conversation, Like, it seemed like he needed validation from Blueaiva that at least of all of them, he was the one that she liked the most, that he was the one she had the deepest connection with. And that was what she kept on telling him. She kept on telling him what he wanted to hear. And this young man was so pained because it turned out that the same thing that she was telling him was the same thing that he had actually said to Marvin as well. And Marvin said, so you told me that you had the deepest connection with me and you told Blackboi the same thing. What did you hope to achieve out of all of this? And guys, the most annoying part for the guys was how cool, calm, and collected Blueaiva was all through the conversation. She was not even flustered at all. She probably was panicking inside, right? Because obviously she would be scared that, oh my God, I'm going to be nominated. They will probably nominate me and evict me, you know, that kind of thing. She was probably flustered, all flustered inside, but she was not even showing it at all. This girl had crazy maximum control over her body language. She was just laid back right there, just looking at them. They were asking her questions. Before she will answer, she would take her time and then she will answer. At some point, she got tired and then she told them, come, this whole conversation is boring. And they were like, what do you mean? She said it's like they're in a court of law. That why are they interrogating her like that? That she has told them that, oh, she has different conversations with each and every one of them, you know. And then they were saying, okay, if you were going to choose, who would you choose? Guys, she refused to speak. And then Blackboi asked her outrightly, but you told me that you had the deepest connection with me. And she said, yes, I did. Marvin asked her the same question. She said yes to Marvin as well. I said, this girl is crazy. This girl is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation dragged on and on and on and on and on. And at some point, the guys were fed up. The guys were fed up. And they couldn't believe it still, that Blueaiva is just 22 years old. And she was able to actually run them straight like that.
So, I can at 22, like the way she talks about I do this, I do that.
I ask my boobs, my body at 22.
At 22.
By the time she saw that the conversation was dragging and they were not heading anywhere, she left them and went to bed. These two guys remained in the dressing area and they were analyzing and reanalyzing the whole situation. And at the end of the day, they concluded that yes, they've been played. So they now have to look for how to move past it and continue in their ventures in the house, right? Because for Marvin, he was done. He did not want to be a part of that equation. Whatever happens, it has happened and he just wants to move on. But for Blackboi was so pained. He was so pained that by the time he went to bed, you know, he shares the same room with Blueaiva. By the time he went to bed, oh my God, Blueaiva was actually awake on her bed. Miracle was trying to talk to her, but she couldn't really talk. I think she was really shook by the whole episode. So she was laying on her bed and she was looking, she looked kind of scared. So she told Miracle that she wants to sleep, that they could talk the next day. And then Blackboi was going to bed and then she had called Blackboi that please can you come. Blackboi had said, can you come? So she had went to Blackboi's bed and she apologized to him. She was trying to explain things to him, but the boy was really hurt. Like, guys, I never knew Blackboi was that emotional up until, you know, that conversation last night. So Blackboi had told her that, listen, they can talk another day. He wants to sleep as well. And that was how they all went to bed. But ladies and gentlemen, here is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Blueaiva is not remorseful at all. As a matter of fact, I feel like she's quite disappointed that Ebuka literally casted her like that, because now her strategy, her game plan is all out in the open. The guys that she was hoping to rope into her own sort of entanglement, you know, to create highlights for herself, to make herself last in the game, everything is now exposed. Everything is now out in the open. The guys are pissed and do not want to have anything to do with her anymore with regards to her games, her shenanigans in the house. Now the only person left is Yemi, whom she is not really sure, you know, about what he's going to come and tell her much later. So now she's waiting, she's thinking, she's calculating and trying to re-strategize. So ladies and gentlemen, the question is, what do you think is going to happen from here? Do you think that Blueaiva is going to stop flirting with both Marvin, Blackboi and Yemi, or do you think she's going to come up with another game plan to sustain herself in the game? Please go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.